Good morning, y'all. It's Marvelous Monday, and I was very set on this being live videoed this morning, but for some reason it doesn't want to do that. So we'll do it this way, and then hopefully next week it will go live. Today we are going to start with the real estate questions. And I've had quite a few come in, and I greatly appreciate that, y'all. The first one I think I'm going to start off with is courtesy of Miss Jennifer. And it kind of starts off with the basics of getting started with real estate. And that is, why do I have to be pre-qualified or pre-approved? There's a lot of realtors that will not even take a client out until this process has been started, and it's a very important step, not only for the realtor but also for you as a buyer. This is basically a snapshot. A pre-qualification is a snapshot, I should say, of what you may possibly qualify for a mortgage, as far as the amount, so that way you know where you stand and what you need to look for in pricing. This helps the realtor narrow down exactly what to search for, along with what kind of criteria you want in your home. 3 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, size of home, style of home is very important. So these things, it kind of helps us get started with that, and it narrows down that search. You don't want to just go out and look at a home and not know this kind of limit, this area of prices that you need to be in. It's not that you can't, but it definitely will dampen the spirits if you fall in love with a home that is $100,000 over your price range. I mean, that's just the basics of it. And a major big thing of this is that you want to interview a mortgage broker, lender, just like you would anybody else for any other type of job that you were looking for. If you're going to interview several different people when you go to doctors, attorneys, having someone do your lawn, you want references, you want to find out their basics. You don't just want to work with anyone. And me sitting here talking to you right now, please understand, I am not a licensed mortgage broker. I am not a licensed lender. So this information is just basic information that I have learned through my years of real estate. And please take it and, like I said, interview, make phone calls, ask questions. Make sure that you feel totally comfortable with the person that you are going to be working with, just like you would with a realtor. You don't want to just work with somebody just because. It's very important to have that connection and that understanding of where you're coming from. So the difference between a pre-qualification and a pre-approval, there's not much, but there is some basics. Pre-qualified means that you are just basically giving your information, income, debts, assets, things of that nature. They will run a soft credit check, which does not impact your credit score. And this gives you an idea. This does not in any means mean that they are going to give you that money. The next step is pre-approval, where they would do a hard check. You actually send in the financial documents to back what you told them about your income, debt, assets, and etc. So there's a little bit of difference there in each mortgage broker. Lender is going to handle the situation differently. So you definitely want to make sure you ask those questions up front. Now, when you call in and you get that pre-qual or that pre-approval They are going to send a letter to you. If you are working with a realtor, they will forward that to the realtor. And this allows us to have this in hand when we have done our search, we've found a home that you're extremely interested in, and you want to make it your home. This is submitted with the offer to purchase. This lets the seller know that you have started the process, you are serious about this transaction, and that you want to move forward. And there is a due diligence period in different states. It could be something totally different, but here in North Carolina, we do have a due diligence period. That during that time period, that is when you are responsible as a buyer for locking that loan in and making sure that everything is good to go so that you can go to closing. So, this is kind of just a nutshell. Like I said, I am not licensed, so, I definitely ask that you please pick up that phone, call, ask the questions that you need to ask. Never be afraid to or ashamed to ask any question. No questions are stupid when it comes to things of this nature. Real estate is one of the biggest transactions that you are going to complete in your life. It's one of the biggest steps that you're going to go through, and it's a very important one. You don't want to go into it blindsided. You want to make sure that you are learning and know what you're getting into all the way through the process. Like I had mentioned in my first video, it can be a very daunting experience, but it's a very satisfying experience. When you're sitting at the closing table and you get those keys put in your hand, there's no better feeling, from my experience anyways. But so please, I have enjoyed starting this journey. Davidson County NC Alive, we will be releasing the first video tomorrow of the highlighted business for this week. Each one that we tape will run for a week completely by itself, so it can kind of stand out and get the promotion that it deserves to. It will also be on my real estate side. Next Monday, we'll be back with another question, and I hope that you guys keep them coming in. I'm excited about this, and I hope you are too, and I hope that I can help anyone down the road with just a few little things that they may have on their minds. It's not all about me, but it's about you, the buyers, and that's what's most important. So y'all have a marvelous Monday. Please stay cool. Hopefully we will get a break in this heat here pretty soon. Take care of your fur babies and the elderly, and I will talk to you later. Bye.